So today, Miss Nancy and I have a very simple and easy DIY to share with all of you. Now, I love this, so I hope you do too. Right here, Miss Nancy has some vintage Christmas sheet music. She has 5 different songs. Silent Night. Isn't that so beautiful? Now, these are actually from our Etsy shop, so I'll link that below for those of you who also love the vintage Christmas sheet music. And if you ever get bored, maybe you're a pianist, a violinist, you could easily just play these because yes, these are the exact notes that you can play. And I play violin myself, so I might play some of these. And Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, Joy to the World. This right here is a Christmas tree cone from Hobby Lobby, and this is found in the Christmas crafts section. Very cheap, affordable. And, well, right now she is going to use this Christmas sheet music to, well, wrap around the tree and make it into a wonderful home decor piece that is super easy, by the way. Right now she is trying to cut Silent Night with her scissors, and to be honest with you, this is real. She was getting frustrated with it because, as you can see, the edges are not exactly straight. So, you know how it is sometimes, maybe your hand shakes when you're cutting and different things like that, and maybe it can be time consuming depending on how many pieces of paper you're cutting or what you're cutting and how many items you're cutting. You get the idea. So she was getting frustrated with that, so I told her, Mom, I'll go and get my paper cutter for you. So I went downstairs to my room and got my paper cutter, and then I gave it to her, and she was like, yes, thank you, I needed this. So this is the Furban paper cutter, and I will go ahead and link that down below because I actually bought this off of Amazon and I love it. Like I said, I use it all the time. But for those of you who have been asking about the different tools that Miss Nancy likes to use, well, this is one of them, and I'll link that below for all of you. It'll definitely make your life a lot easier. It really will. So right here, she is adding some Mod Podge. Then she is going to wrap her paper around it. And, well, proceed to decoupage. And, of course, you know, it's not in the shape of a cone, so she is going to be using all of her, so she's using different sheet music. Of course she is. I wonder what song she used first. Was it Away in a Manger? Yes, Away in a Manger and Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. But you can see exactly what she's doing here on the screen. Overall, a super easy and simple DIY to do. But remember, keep in mind, well, you all can see here, but she is adding Mod Podge. She wanted to cover the entire cone with this beautiful sheet music. Well, these beautiful pieces of music, because she used more than one, of course. But it is so easy to do, and it looks awesome already. So once she has covered the entire cone, cutting pieces here and there and shaping it, and molding it into the shape of the cone. Well, I do want to make a point though, is that if you would like to, you can even cut these music sheets into rectangular pieces, into strips, and you can place pieces of music here and there, really get creative with it, wrap it around in the strips, wrap the strips around the cone tree. It's completely up to you. Once her cone is covered, she is going to sand it down, sand the edges, because there is some excess paper, but that is easily fixable with her sanding block. And I do want to say she is adding some Mod Podge right on top, and this is going to act as a sealer and protect it from falling apart. These snowflake stickers, you can find them in the Christmas crafts section in Hobby Lobby. And really, she's going to adorn her tree with these snowflake stickers. Now, it's completely up to you. Maybe you want to leave the tree as is. Maybe you want to add some embellishments. Well, if you're like Miss Nancy, you always have to add a little bit of embellishments. It's completely up to you. And now the DIY is complete. All she did was glue a bow to the top, and I think that was a very nice touch. And the best part is that you can make a few of these, put them around your home, fireplace, mantle, you get the idea. But I hope you all were inspired by this video. right here, we have an easy DIY to share with all of you, and I can't wait for you guys to see what it looks like at the end. So Miss Nancy is my mom, and I am Victoria. We are a mother-daughter creative duo, just in case you all are new here and do not know that. Well, now you know. So right here, Miss Nancy, aka Mom, she is going to be painting this can with white chalk paint. Once she is done, she is going to come in with some antiquing wax. Now, if you've been here, a part of the creative family for a while, you know Miss Nancy is always using white chalk paint. Her stain, those are just kind of her signature crafting materials that she has on standby and uses them quite often because she loves rustic. And she also loves vintage and that aged look. So right here, she is going to do just that, give this can an aged look. So she's going to come here and use some cloth to spread that around to wipe it on the can. Now you all can do the same thing if you want a rustic look, farmhouse. Once she is done adding this antiquing wax, she is going to come in with a mop pad. And now the mop pads, you all can find them at Dollar Tree, which is exactly where she got this one at. And well, she's going to glue that on top, and it's going to give a more of a finished look. But at the same time, if you all don't want to use stain, maybe you don't want to use that, you can leave yours completely all white, or play with colors. You know, this is your project. This is your DIY home decor piece. So by all means, get creative with it, personalize it, customize it. That's why we love DIYing, right? Because you can make it however you want it to look, add your own personal touches here and there. And now I will say, I'm going to link some things down below that you all can use for your DIY crafting projects. And, you know, Miss Nancy, if you also like antiquing wax and chalk paint and the rustic things, then I will go ahead and link that in the comments. Oh, and I do want to mention she glued 2 mop pads. So one for the front because it's a little short, you know, so she bought 2 of them. That way she can put one in the front and basically she bought 2 of them so it could fit all the way around the top of the can, because that one was just one alone is not enough. It is too short. Right here, Miss Nancy is going to be adding some Mod Podge to the front of her project. And that's not it, you all. She is coming in with this beautiful vintage Christmas sheet music. Now this you can find on her Etsy shop. I'll link that down below, but this is so beautiful. She is going to be adding some Mod Podge on the back of this as well. And then she is going to simply decopage it right on there, seal it right on the can. But I love vintage. I love the sheet music. We have about, I want to say 10 different sheet music pieces on the shop, but I love it. Beautiful. It is so beautiful. Look at that. And last but not least, she is going to come in with her Christmas trees, which are from Dollar Tree, and place them inside. So you all can place whatever you want inside, make it your own. Honestly, an easy and beautiful DIY to do. I tell you, it was going to look good on the fireplace.